See what this 5-man stack interconnector leads to. Look at the pixel hold from Perfecto. He's got the information silently. And now he's holding for the push. Flamey's trying to fake him out so Akor's looking the wrong way. And well, it's led to HooXi's demise. I hope he doesn't have a similar performance.
That's the kid as well. They kind of need to scavenge that.
Don't go up the ladder. Don't do it. It's a trap.
All right, well, they got the utility.
Refresh, trying to duke it out with the simple P250. Oh, he's so trapped. He does manage to stand his ground, and the frags come in. Simple's lost his life, which puts Electronic into a bit of a sticky situation. He'll take the upgrade and disappear. They do have the bomb and a ton of util.
Oh, the timing.
Shush hears all of this. He's pieced it together. They surely know that it will be the B finish. Electronic's lining up a heaven smoke.
They need to be quick.
Yeah, they're going to have to open the door as well, I believe. They're already out. Oh, that's the bomb! And Akor takes him down. What a shot! Rush didn't expect it, and neither did I. He's actually hit it, and now the bomb retrieval gets really awkward for Perfecto. He'll be finished off, and so will the round. Mad Lions taking their first.
Another opening death for HooXi.
I significantly hope, especially because you're like, I don't want to be in a silly, I'm not going to be 100, I'm going to frag. He definitely had a real nasty one on train, but he had sort of smile on his face. He knows it's not the series. That was the shot that I wasn't expecting to be hit, but it was the one that won them the round.
Yeah, they had a very good performance on Nuke. If you are just joining us, their T-sided game plan on the opening map, their map choice of Nuke was great. You know, they looked poised, they were punishing rotations, they were showing lots of variations. And HooXi, the man who had a bit of a rough time there on train, he was actually a force to be reckoned with. Now, this one should be a quick one. These are some of our favorite rounds. Just going to be the pistol spread. There will be a purchase for NaVi coming through in the next round. Boomich, if you get a knife kill, that's going to go a long way. And that is huge. That is actually phenomenal work from Boomich to pick that one up. This round loss bonus coming on through will allow Boomich to have 5.5k. That means if they want to get an AWP for simple, he can drop one. Is that 5.9?
Yeah.
5.9. Sorry, I have a little logo on my screen obscuring.
So he has gone for it.
Boomich's
interesting.
name.
So Simple will be swapping and changing with his in-game leader and be given the gift of the Zoom banger. Up against FAMAS and MP9 as well. Starts to favor NaVi quite heavily. Choosing not to invest and upgrade, it is going to be the bonus round of sorts. Let's see if Mad Lions can make it count. Quick stop molly, it lands, and that's important. Simple taking his AWP into the lower side. Oh my god, Roy is pushed right up. Look at that. Roy, excuse me, is pushed right up, and I don't think Electronic's anticipating this. No one would be anticipating this. Simple now will, yep, and that's going to be resolved. So problem pretty much averted. They've dealt with a bit of a spot of aggression to start off this round, and it's a 2-2 split of the remaining CTs. NaVi hit pause, as they're known to. Oh, info. And Refresh lives to tell the tale. Bit of a warning shot across the bow, down to 79.
This becomes very difficult right now for Mad Lions. A gamble stack over towards the A site. Looks like it is on or in the cards as both B players trundle back up the stairs to... Oh, the smoke. It's enough to bait them back over towards the B site. Not quite sure where they want to stand and fight right now, the Mad Lions. And NaVi, they haven't given too many indications on where they're finishing either. But Akor is able to level up with a 4-on-4, getting a frag onto Perfecto. And that's a big one. If he can slip away, which is looking possible.
Yeah, Electronic was thinking about long, but not to be.
They only have 2 smokes, NaVi. So it will probably just be a heaven smoke and maybe one towards graffiti. Maybe one on the site to facilitate the plant. But 30 seconds left. Starting to come into a couple of problems for NaVi.
Do you like to run down the clock? Here comes Boomich into the site with a plan. And 3 CTs to find. HooXi catching 99 points of damage. He lives with just a sliver. High flash, bombs being planted to contest would be Refresh. That's Boomich's responsibility. But actually, HooXi just wildly sprays, brings Boomich down to a slither of health as well. Any further from Refresh, and he walks into the AWP. Speaking of AWP, yeah, it's found the frag, it's found its mark. And now the CT is likely going to try and do damage as they can. He's actually chipped away at Simple even more, trying to retreat.
Wow, they're actually just being allowed to walk away from this one. So Mad Lions, sure, the weaponry not fantastic.
It was a bonus.
Yeah, and an MP9. But note the armor, they won't have to reinvest in those diffuse kits of $400 a piece. Akor will survive with his AWP.
Flamey's guarding an AK.
Oh, hold up. Akor. Oh, okay, he's gone towards long. I thought maybe he would grace Flamey with his presence, but that'll be the round. First on the board for NaVi, and there's not enough time for Flamey to get around this corner and find this frag. So good stuff, dealing with the aggression of Roy.
fun fact for you that throughout these first 3 rounds of play, Flamey has not got a single point of damage dealt.
Oh,
The
okay.
only member in the server yet to do anything with the weapon in his hands. That was the first of the round. You can see how little refresh showed on that jiggle. That was what Simple was waiting for.
Okay, well, 2 M4s, one for Roy, one for Shush. Hooksy with the MP9 that was saved, and Refresh has been gifted that Famous. Orp still for A-Core, and he needs to be the danger man. So boost up in towards the pipe there.
Anything though, the smoke.
And that's Flamey's smoke. We'll highlight that.
That's cool. They've got no info now. And if they go for a quick hit, this is going to hurt. My God, there could be 4 NaVi members on B in the next 20 seconds. Here they come, flooding in. Shush blind and executed. Flamey into the site, needs one more, and that's the end of that. Oh, Simple. Gonna get overrun. Hooksy has managed to take down the danger man, but Roy, maybe ready for electronic. Will he check it? He will. Doesn't get the crosshair in the right place at the right time, and now it does feel all too familiar. A save required.
Double Orb save, though.
Save, yeah, that's huge. He's actually taken A-cores and Simples.
Oh, wait, this could be perfect. The double kill!
Oh, no, the boost. Just as they were retreating.
Oh, my God, that was picture perfect.
They lose everything.
I said we were going to highlight that smoke from Flamey. I want to do exactly that with Skybox for the viewers at home. We have the technology, so why not? Flamey's back here, guys. Watch this smoke that's going to come out of his hand on the run. That's going to be pinged off the wall, and what happens is it bounces and lands here to do with the pipe. Now, normally you will see the CTs throwing a Molotov there, so you can't get control for free. That one thrown on the fly, and that gave them control here to get on out quickly into sewer and deal with this boost. So great stuff coming on through from NaVi, and there has been a little bit of a meta shift in recent times to do with Overpass. You're seeing teams on the CT side nading open the squeaky door for connector quite a lot. Right. And once they get sewer control, or they do boosts and they can harass a lot with spam or jump peeking to get more information, that connector part of the map becomes more and more difficult for teams to deal with. So I think that NaVi with that smoke are giving themselves a safer way, or at least another option to get sewer control without needing connector. Because normally if you want to take this sewer area, which is just in front of Hooksy right now, late round, if you allow the CTs to have that room, you normally want to pincer it from the door and the pipe position.
Seems like their plan here is simple go kill. Just go to see what you can find. Roy has gone for an aggressive push, which Electronic was waiting for. So Simple's going to walk into the site and say, boys, it is dead silent over here.
Sector clear.
Sector clear, absolutely. The bomb's not going to be there just yet. Boomich is miles away. But Perfecto's hearing them start their rotate.
Taking those two. Oh, hello. Put your knives away.
It's time to play. Simple gets himself 3, maybe even the 4th. Can't quite overcome Hooksy. And that will put an AK into his hands, but keeping hold of it is a different question. They're heading A with the bomb. They are starting to take it now. And he's got 2 players on B as well. This exit not going to be easy. Perfecto makes short work of him, and that puts another round on the board for NaVi. So we're keeping it level, but that has been 3 consecutive rounds for the T side of the CIS squad.
Okay, so will we see a secondary AWP? Because it was clear that they wanted to save one, or save a second, when Perfecto mounted on up and got that double kill just on round number 4. And it appears they'll just be rocking A-Core as the solo AWPer on the CT side for round number 6. So the buy will be coming on through, but it's not fantastic. There's a few omissions, not Molotovs for everybody. Lacking a couple of flashes and HGs. So NaVi, they have a chance to punish him. There's that smoke, and what a run boost. What is that?
Yeah, and he's so flash, he might burn. I can't believe he's still alive. Yeah, he moonwalks into it. That was really uncomfortable, but Hooksy, from the clutches of defeat, has pulled a wall bang and leveled the odds. Flamey up to aggress short. NaVi always paranoid of the flank. They know that when they do these all-ins, they are vulnerable. Simple tries to wallbang back from the short pipe into the B site. That's ambitious, and Hooksy's actually re-smoked Monster, so they'll be able to confirm there's nobody home once that clears. It's a long road to the A site. Long, starting to be crawled upon by Electronic. The smoke on Monster will fade, though, and seems like NaVi want to go back to where they started, hoping that this will have got the CTs a little uncomfortable, little less with their feet planted. Shush and Refresh, though, they're all in good positions. Oh, just as they start to move out, though, that seed of doubt, it was planted, and now they profit from it. This is a nice little pop flash if he chooses to deploy it. Doesn't need to, as they are already into the site. Flamey's in that Monster pipe, does evade the flash or waits it out nicely. A lot of work here for Refresh, and he gets them both. exactly what the doctor ordered. The bomb's in the tunnel as well. Heading in through Monster, and it doesn't look fun. Certainly not for NaVi. They have missed the molly. He's safe on the barrels. HooXi with a flash. They've got no time.
To save.
Oh, they have to. And they might even get caught out here on the retreat. HooXi is on short. He'll be hearing this. Surfs and catches a glimpse. He confirms they are retreating and hiding in that monster tunnel. Do they peek? Do they give him a look? No. Would rather recover the weapons, and they'll keep all of them. Thank you, Refresh, for delivering a round to Mad Lions.
Yeah, that got really sketchy there. After they actually made that kill onto Shush trying to escape from Monster, you could see Boomich wanted the orb. There was miscommunication. Time was a problem. Flamey swung right on Simple's shoulder there. It just maybe the communication, it was a bit flustered. It didn't look as clean as what we've seen from NaVi over the course of Train and the earlier stages here of Overpass. But that's a great round for Mad Lions to win. The problem is they weren't able to salvage an AWP, so Acor just rocking a Silence Dem 4. What type of impact can he find? They'll actually bolster the A defense now with 4 players aggressively towards Long and Party.
I like that they're willing to mix it up. Electronic's the target. He seems all too aware as to the potential.
He's got an idea, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. Throws out his util set and hopes the fight comes to him. And now, Acor's going to have to get a move on. Does take the fight to Electronic. Simple in the playground, needs one. He does tag him up, actually, through the slither gap. But the frags favor Mad Lions.
Oh, if they keep pushing, they might be able to isolate Boomich, who is grabbing the bomb almost into the fray of Roy.
Unspotted, though. He's dropping his util. You don't really want to push that. They're actually going to extinguish it. They are, and Shush has dealt with one. He's on the retreat. He's desperately trying to run, but they line up, and Perfecto's got another. Just like that, it's all onto Acor. What a turn of events.
He's not stopping either. Oh my God, the timing.
Gets away with it.
This nade.
Could find Perfecto. No, chunks him down to 62, though. Not too shabby. And Acor, what can you do? He picks himself up an incendiary and just accepts his fate. This one is NaVi's, and it was just stolen from them.
It was chaos.
The moves from Boomich.
Oh, dropping everything he had. Molotov. Dropping
the smoke, though. I like that.
Launching around.
They saw the smoke, and it was just to convince them that they didn't have to have their rifles ready. Led to a double kill and led to a round loss.
Oh, that one was very, very dicey stuff. Acor gets an upgrade from this. Went into this with a Silence Dem 4. Walks away with an AWP. But their loss bonus hasn't built to a point where you could be too excited about seeing a potent round coming through behind it. See there, just around that 3K mark for Roy. Refresh is up at 4.3, and, well, Shush and HooXi are in the middle to low end of 2K. And here's that double kill. That's the hero moment right there. Around that, whoa, NaVi, another one that they were tested and pushed on. That one was flustered, but Boomich able to land on his feet. And
well, now he's got his ult, mate.
Yeah, I'm questioning, do they want to force behind it? I don't think they have to. You can see that Acor's money 3K residual. That means he'll be able to buy an AWP yet again, and then everybody will be able to have a full buy in round number 9. But if he can find any impact, a couple of picks, they can find an AK-47. Make it dicey again for NaVi. Oh, hello.
Oh, and he even hits it. That was not an easy shot to hit by any stretch from Roy. He dinks him with his 5.7 or P250. I didn't check. Acor needs to retreat, though. He's going to drop his smoke and stick around. That is...
He's so cheeky.
Ambitious. And uses the door to Scarpa. A different rotate route.
Oh, Flamey.
Yeah, Flamey has managed to get himself into the site. Tags up Acor. Acor's the only man, the danger man, capable of doing anything. They are starting to commit towards his site, and he hits a shot just on the crossing Boomich. He could find more. Refresh is there as well. It is only just a P2K, and that AWP and another chance goes awry. Misses it, and it should just be NaVi picking up the pieces here.
HP.
Yeah, there's no way Acor can find too much more. He does take down Electronic, and maybe if they give him another one, he can take it. Low HP, no problem. Acor's made it winnable, and it is converted by HooXi. Mad Lions have got themselves an absolute special presence on the AWP. Acor brings home a necessary round.
Not only is Acor quick with that AWP, his movement is what facilitates a lot of these fights that he's able to go for. We've seen it in multiple occasions across these 3 maps now. He's been able to dodge and duck around and get himself into positions that probably otherwise wouldn't be possible. He's doing things so quickly and taking risks because he has so much confidence in his movement. It's actually great to see. He's the full package as far as a Flary AWPer goes, and NaVi, they're the ones now who are hamstrung on the buy. Flamey down to a Deagle, Galil for Perfecto, but Simple still has the AWP.
Couple of bullets landing into Flamey's angles. He continues his advance regardless. He is the only man leaning towards B. And so his job will be to try and catch a rotate, sell something. He's only got a flashbang. That's not going to be all too easy. His team are working through underpass, though. So a passive stance from the CTs. Letting NaVi waste their util and their time.
This is a result of that aggressive setup they had earlier. NaVi need to be diligent about this. They need to use their flashes. They need to jiggle every corner, bait out for each other. But we can see on the radar, top left, the passive setup that's being employed by Mad Lions. Very defensive towards the site for A-Core, overseeing things towards A-Long from Roy. And this is just a timing. A-Core will have to check towards bathrooms. Will have to check towards that banana position every now and again. And now at this point, they can start using these Molotovs. They can start using these smokes and flashes they have left over to deter NaVi from setting up and execute.
If A-Core takes that first shot, he does, and that enables Roy to catch him unawares. Electronics still to come. Roy's hunting, and he's actually found it. This is great stuff from the Lions. A-Core fully flash, pulls the trigger into Simple. There's more where that came from. A miss from Perfecto going to cost him here as he goes for the bait, not taking any of it. A-Core has done enough. Bomb is on its way. They've only got 14 seconds. There is no option other than preservation of the orb.
Refresh is searching the wrong way right now. Don't know if he's going to find Perfecto here.
Yeah, if he'd come up underpass, there could have been a wild, but...
Oh, this is going to be down to just milliseconds.
Oh.
Now, the reason that Perfecto surviving there is so important is not the fact that Simple gets the orb. It's that if Perfecto dies, he's only going to have $15 as Counter-Strike amount of money. That'd be wild. $50 coming into this next round. So great stuff here from Mad Lions. Very well handled. Very well handled indeed.
It's good to see that they're back to their ways of the first map and not so much the second, just for the competitive nature of the map. Simple, trying to do what A-Core did, making that eco orb work. And yeah, that nade chunks Flamey. Brutal. 70 damage inflicted. They charge up long. Now, this is going to be the first sound cue heard by Roy. You'll see when he hears it. Let's watch it from his POV. Now. He's going to lose out on the duel. Getting just one, and now Simple connecting onto A-Core. I can feel the pieces starting to fall apart. Refresh is so disconnected on this dank flank. Depending on the pace NaVi present, this gets awkward fast. He has an incendiary. What's Hooksy's plan with it? Don't forget, this is an eco around an AWP. It's armored P250s. It's an AK now for Flamey. Those two frags have put them in good stead. Now, can they convert? Simple will be the spearhead of the assault, and that was a miss they couldn't afford. Hooksy finds him and evaporates through the smoke. Close quarters duels against a pistols. No fun. Gets another one. Flamey traded, and now all onto the armored P250. Can he do the impossible? It's all what Simple could do. Now, much more winnable. He's got an M4. One bank, one long. Oh, he didn't see it, didn't anticipate, but he doesn't go down immediately. An MP9 from Refresh is enough. And now, I imagine, do you save just the one? AK and an AWP, or do you fancy a double?
Yeah, that's the question right now, because they've been operating with one AWP, and you can see Shush, clear intention right now. He's picked up a secondary. Now, let's see if this changes their defense, because they can opt to take both AWPs over towards the A site, one towards long, one towards the bathrooms position. Or they could use one over towards the B side here to give them some control towards sewer or monster. There's lots of options on how they want to apply this double AWP setup. But that one got dicey. The plant is good. It's going to help facilitate NaVi getting a better buy. And remember, all that was brought into that one was the saved AWP and Perfecto with his armor and a P250. Perfecto will be back down to a Tech 9. They've double mollied over towards Playground. That's going to force some smokes out of NaVi within the early stages. A-Core making his AWP presence known, and good flash work.
Yeah,
keeping him at bay.
Nice. You can see how quickly he's adjusting between all the options. And that's Roy finding the Hunter Flamey on shore. A-Core immediately bounds away. Doesn't want to be the reason they concede the early man advantage, because now it's all on NaVi to overcome. Refresh already gone 4-on-4. Roy, he's surely... Oh, the flash for the peak. It's perfect. A-Core sets up his teammate, and they do once again seize control of the round. A-Core out-AWPed by Simple. Underpass taken. Perfecto using his Tech 9 to great success, and suddenly NaVi have once again grabbed control. Shush. It's one man Looking for one frag, and he's gotten it and got away. That could not have worked out better for him. He drops his incendiary to stop the hunt from Simple, and actually manages to soften him up for the one-shot headshot of the M4. Still need to pick up that bomb, Chad. 35. Why is Hoogsy still concerned of that flank? There'll be a timer on this. Common pre-fire, common pre-aim. Simple. Yet to announce it. He'll throw out the smoke. Now, Shush readies his aim. Furrows his brow and loses out the duel. Comes down to Hoogsy. And AWP as well. Does he fancy his chances? He'll let the flames fade as he advances.
Giving it a crack, I can't believe it.
Let's get it. In-game leader, not known to be an AWPer. He's on the hunt for Perfecto. Oh, it's a tight line, isn't it? Very little visible. Just the balaclava and an AWP recovered. Simple's own returns to his palms.
Just having a quick little look back on Skybox at that round right there, and we are seeing the nade now deployed over towards Squeaky Door. That's how Flamey went down in the back when he was trying to take that territory towards Sewer. So we want to see the remaining rounds that we have in this half, how that plays on out. And that's a nice round. You saw the wide swing from Simple there. I think Shush was expecting a bit more of a jiggle. And Simple just straight past his crosshair, no time to adjust, and punishes. Is this play from Perfecto in towards Connector, and the swing from Simple onto Shush. Now look at this, the timing. Perfecto just moved out to cover on off towards CT spawn, so all in all a good round. And the scoreline now sitting at 6-5 in favor of Mad Lions here, map number 3. Winner of this will advance in the upper bracket of Group A, IEM Beijing. We've been covering Group A all this weekend. Following this one, we have Complexity taking on none other than Fnatic. The Swedes have been in struggle street in recent times. The winner of this will play the winner of that Complexity Fnatic game.
Sticks around. 8-core, that's brave. Flashed off and still standing his ground. He wants to catch this cross of Electronic, and he's missed his shot, missed his chance, but gets away cleanly. Got a good understanding of the flight path, and that's the punish. Roy's gone and taken playground for his own. And Simple catching the flash as well. He knows what's up. He even sees the barrel. They know what NaVi are up to. Homework done. An early frag found.
Roy's been very good. You know, he's been a bit of a nuisance. Been set up a couple times by his teammates, but finding impact. And now Boomich, I'm not sure if he expects Shush.
Don't. Oh, this is good. This crossfire on Monster has established even more control. Now Flamey trying to level the odds. That's a good nade. Brings Refresh and Shush down to an awkward amount of health. And on the flank, Roy does bait the shot. Simple. Oof. Needs to get away. Molly forcing him out of short.
They both left Monster, so there is an avenue if they opt to push through, but now they've changed their task, and the timing is perfect for Refresh. Wow, this round is looking good for Mad Lions.
Another bomb's been lost as well.
Once you have Simple go down in a 4v3 disadvantaged situation to make it a 4-on-2, you're going to think you have some real dramas as Flamey now gets the AWP, but this one feels very unlikely.
Certainly does. The Molly will force Shush's hand, and he takes the fight to perfection and to Perfecto. 10 seconds, it does mean that Flamey will just be looking to maintain the AWP, and I don't see too many players in a position to challenge, so we will just accept that 7 for Mad Lions defense. Now, we were having the conversation, Chad, about Nuke and its leniency towards that T side. Yeah. Overpass is one that I still haven't been able to knuckle down. Obviously, the CT side, with the freedoms they get on this map, you can take so many aggressive routes, get all that info. The T side can be one that requires so many, like a puppet master pulling all those strings. I still can't help but favor the CT side.
Yeah, it's still a CT-sided map in my mind. I know that we've seen some games where teams are able to just barrel their way into the B site, you know, time and time again, and really just punish the defense. But I think that this map, just in the premise of the fact that you spawn in a bomb site, it's always going to probably be working in your favor. Teams are getting much better at the way they're able to use their utility on the T side and get map control. But you can see, like Roy, for example, how much of a nuisance he's been with late timings around long and party, pushing for aggression. If you can find good timings... Oh, he's lining up a wallbang?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to Simple.
I saw that one on Reddit.
Oh yeah? Where does that go? To barrel or something?
I think it gets the boosted player.
Okay. All right. Well,
barrel.
It is the shot. Yeah, it is barrel.
It is barrel. Good guess.
Okay. Well, Interesting attempt. I like to see it. I like to see Simple constantly trying things. And look, he has the only big boy gun in this round. So if he picked up a kill like that, we lost our mind before.
No, I would not do it again. I will be masculine and loud.
I'd have to walk away and let Rush take the rest of the game.
Yeah. So, 13th round, it is an important one, and you're absolutely bang on in that it all rests on Simple, trying every trick in the book, even elaborate wall bangs, but nothing found just yet. Hooksy's the one jumping for info, and there is certainly a universe where he gets punished for the jump. He tries again, aggressive from Roy, just when he needed to. You've been talking about it all half long.
He's just been a safe pair of hands, you know, being able to get the kills when they need it. Nothing flashy, but he needs something flashy right now, NaVi. They're just going to be mincemeat. Yeah,
Flamey's just dancing with them, but Roy's managed to get himself the quad kill against the pistols. It is only that AWP that previously was saved, and Simple's going to be doing the same kind of thing again. Doesn't need to move from this angle.
Well, Alex, you know we love doing some pro tips here.
Yeah.
You know, we have Rushley is the king of the pro tips. Well, I want to see a slew of highlights of that wallbang to barrel on Reddit tonight, tomorrow. We still got the weekend for Counter-Strike. So here you go.
So
at the carrot spawn with the graffiti lining up pixel perfect. Look at this. He's trying to... That thing right there. Okay, now don't touch your mouse anymore. Only using your keyboard at this point. Run, 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 run. Hopefully you have a jump key. And then in the pipe.
Double zoom, click.
All right. Bang. Now, if you guys can try that for me every single round that you play of Overpass tonight.
Stop, you're ruining the matchmaking servers.
Oh, but I'm definitely not ruining the matchmaking servers. I'm trying to make it a more rich experience for everybody.
So, a little flash for the containment, and it does seem like NaVi a little worse for wear. Certainly electronic. Oh my God, they want to contest long, and he's fully flashed. This is going to get sketchy. This could be a problem, and actually works out wonderfully for the Danes. A triple kill on the NaVi aggress. Shuts it all down, and the bomb's there too. Just like that, the round just feels like practically a flop.
Yeah, NaVi with 5. I think that's probably enough for them here within the first half, but of course, they would love as many as possible. That goes without saying. Flamey and Perfecto in a 2-on-5. The low HP of Acor and Roy, it makes it a kind of doable round, but they would need to hit some shots and hit them quickly.
Hooksy's got no flash. He just checked for himself, so he wants to jump for the info instead.
Oh, they're getting flanked. Look at how much of a nuisance Roy is. He's already pushed up party. He's coming.
Ooh, hello. And Roy looking to get the perfect timing on this flank.
He's been great at this.
Okay, well, it's enough of a distraction to make it a 1v1 for Acor. Roy deciding he wants an AWP for this one, but Acor's the master of the big green.
Well, I said he's been great. He's been great at the positioning and the timing.
Yes.
Maybe not the aim in the back. We know how difficult that can be.
Yeah, exactly. Our AWPer and a single player. He wants it to be a whole team effort. Well, you've got 2 players definitely head and shoulders above the rest, but it is a full unit. All of them. Hooksy, Refresh, Shush, and Roy has been taking his turn in the limelight in our 3rd map of our series here. Hello? There.
You want to boost? I think? Yeah. This might be too little too late. They already have sewer control. Have to be careful. The scope's been heard, and yeah, thinking better of that is Acor.
Okay, so this is actually going to be all on Flamey's push, and he's already been shut down. That was the only Galil, the rifle, but it doesn't stop Simple's Deagle, nor the Tech 9 of Boomage. Quickly silenced by Refresh. The trades starting to favor, but another for Electronic. 2-on-2. The weapons, everything favors the CTs. Electronic trying to sneak away. Hooksy's having none of it, and it puts it all onto Simple's Deagle. He's won crazy things in this series already, and this one more than doable, but only a $700 sidearm for Simple.
The reaggress from Roy is everything here.
He's not expecting it. He is going to have a look, but it's 10-5. Yeah, I just want to look good.
Yeah, look jacked, get the shirt off, and get things underway because scoreline and the odds from GG.bet currently favoring Mad Lion. Simple with that patented CZ dropped across on the pistol round. We'll be rocking that with armor. Boomich, he's gifted him that one and picked himself up an HE. So there's no kit in play as Mad Lions quickly scamper over towards long, taking control, pushing on up, and well, they're not pulling any punches. No shift keys here today. And meanwhile, Refresh is just dealing with any B aggression. This is forcing a rotation from NaVi as they chop and change around the map.
Go down lower.
Oh my God,
this is my pistol strat.
It's a classic matchmaking.
Yeah, long, through toilets, down connector, and it has pulled 3 players over to A. I rarely see this call. Exciting, here they come. Perfecto makes the call, the rotate's on.
They've fallen back again.
Oh my God, not the double wombo combo. Simple, he's close though, he'll have the call. They are so uncertain. Now Acor's go back. You know you want to. Oh, Electronic finding the first and the second as well, weathering the flashbang of Hooksy. Boomich making a meal of this. Electronic's the one to take the snack though. 3 frags. No issues for Electronic. Give him a 4th. Yeah, he will. He'll steal that one away, and that's an RV's pistol every day of the week.
So I was trying to explain to somebody why NaVi is so good in recent times, and I was having the discussion, and Simple and Electronic, as 2 individuals, are good for 3. Right? That's the way I want you to kind of look at them on this CT side especially. They can take a lot more risks and liberties because they know how good they are, right? In the sense that you see Electronic go a little bit more aggressive than he knows he should do because Simple's there in case he only gets one, Simple will get the next one, right? So the fact is, with NaVi, those 2 players will almost always, when greeted with the option, get you 3 kills between the 2 of them.
Another smoke in the hands of Electronic, and it looks like a nice little jump throw. Was that Monster from...
Oh, it's deep backyard.
Back.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So they go aggressive on that. And there's all of them there. A whole pack. It's a party. Perfecto needs to get the spray right. And he's only got one. It's Boomich's spray that massacres them as he swings down with the sewing machine and a good deagle from Hooks. He's only going to nail him the 1. Taking it in turns for quad kills, it seems. First Electronic and now Boomich into the start of this CT half.
Okay, well, that was almost a massive mess for NaVi there. The fact that Boomich mops it up and even gets 4 kills with that, he has now stimulated the economy of NaVi enough to give Simple the AWP. So charitable work here today. And the M4 has been given to Electronic, and the other 3, well, they'll all take MP9s. Oh, never mind, Electronic, he'll be nice to Boomich. The in-game leader's called for the M4 back, and it will just be a couple of upgraded pistols, some flashes. Nothing to really write home about. And it looks like they're going for the same play as what they were in the previous here at Mad Lions, this time without the armor, without the upgrade, but looks like a similar result. Oh, come on, boys.
Yeah, jumping backwards makes it look cooler.
Look at the money now. 5.1 for Perfecto, Flamey with 4.4. They had to reinvest. Those individuals were just mincemeated in the last round. So NaVi doing a good job with the SMGs, making sure that they're able to pick up the lion's share of the frags with those, and that's going to see a potential bonus round on the board for round number 19. Scoreline currently 10-8 in favor of Mad Lions here. That was 10 in the first half to the 5 of NaVi's T side. And with these 3 SMGs, they can definitely lock down the B side of the map. Up close and personal towards Monster, like we've just seen, will be just as potent against the rifles. They can take sewer control if they'd like. And that was a well-timed and well-placed nade. Both Hooksy and Refresh copping a chunk of damage.
And then they're harassment. Yeah, look at this. Refresh. Oh, boy. And now they want to push him because they've got an MP9 and they just know he's hiding there with all his util about to be thrown on the floor. There we go. He's trying to get rid of as much as he can.
Oh, Flamey.
Pushed on. And
he's run away.
Knife out. He actually gets away with it. Refresh lives to fight another day.
Flamey's going to be like, what?
He's absolutely ninjaed his way out of that one.
Oh, you hate to see it.
That's crazy. I thought he was dead to rights.
3 HP after all of that.
I think he had like 5 or 8. He actually got chipped a little bit further down. Oh, okay. Well, let's break this one down then. 19 rounds of play, and this is our 19th. Hooksy and the gang starting to deny mid-control.
They have enough for a standard A execute here. 3 smokes could litter the front of the site, Molotovs as well, but they still have to deal with Electronic and Simple. So A tends to not be the port of call for most teams against NaVi, especially if you can't force out a rotation. And maybe they think they've done exactly that. Perfecto's here as well. They've gambled correctly.
All the right pieces in all the right places. Simple, then Electronic. Both good for 1. Tip of the head found, but it does cost... Oh no, a double for Perfecto. Puts it all onto Acor and he's gone too. Nice hold. Both of them finding the necessary double. It was Perfecto and Simple this time around. Even kill distribution as well. Only, what, 6 separating top from bottom on the NaVi side of things. Quite a larger gap displayed on the left-hand side of your screen.
And it's Perfecto as well. It's not often we see him as the top fragger, but if he can find more and more impact within this NaVi roster, and I sing this song every time I talk about NaVi, more consistency from the likes of Boomich and Flamey, then we're starting to look at what could potentially be one of the best teams in the world. Pistol upgrade again. Nobody home, as Mad Lions will accelerate their pace over towards the bathrooms position. Working with Smoke and 3 flashes. So wherever Hooksy applies this, the pistols need to get close and they need to get in the face of Simple before he picks them apart.
Yeah, he's just so comfortable. So many different ways to peek the same things. He's got wall bangs. He's got it all. Pre-aiming the next peek. Back up he goes. Hunting for just a little leg. Oh, it's so good. Bang! And that's 100 damage inflicted, as well as the death and departure of Hooksy. Now the wall bangs are hitting. Simple. Go on, son. Takes down Acor. Finally loses his life, but damage in round 1. Oh, say that. Shush. Not expecting another. Boomich can't wrap it up because Refresh is hitting deagle shots too. The Danish Deeg strikes. He's planting safe. He will get the bomb down. Perfecto from one side. He needs a weapon. Trying to find an AWP, but he's getting shots out from behind. He couldn't piece it together. The priorities were all skew-whiff. And so it will be NaVi completely and totally leveling this. It was a 10-5 half, and the first 5 rounds of this defense from NaVi have all gone their way.
Well, they're deciding who's going to get the defuse. Just looking at each other. Make sure you do this as a bit of a democracy, boys. And it looks like Flamey.
He's mocking them. Anything to be picked up, Perfecto?
Imagine if he DCs right now. Like the
Ghiblies.
Internet dies.
Oh, I hate it.
Blue screen of death.
Do you imagine the drama?
Stuck on the bomb.
We've got the referees calling in here. Yeah, look at that wall bang. Even tagging up Shush. Brutality.
Oh, no. This in the backlines, yeah, you were right. Like, Refresh didn't know where to look for a while there. He's trying to pick up the, always like, do I turn around? What do we do? But they're having a giggle. And that's one of the things that we've noted with NaVi ever since the departure of Zeus. They laugh a lot more. Now, they definitely scowl just as much, but they laugh more. So hopefully it balances itself out there somewhere in the middle. But back into the gun rounds, Acorn has been able to buy himself the AWP. Everything we need in round number 21. Quick pace from Hooksy, straight in towards the sewer position. Electronic flash forward, sees nothing. And when it's just Roy over towards A, this gives me a clear indication that at least within the early stages, Mad Lions want to be looking for picks towards that B bomb site.
Nikor does have an opportunity, but it goes awry. That was a crossing Flamey, who's now had the warning shot fired in his direction. They want to back away. And that's been enough presence shown to definitely keep the feet planted of those CTs. You see they're congregated as redeploying utility on that monster tunnel. This is a much more default spread. They want info, and they want to dig in to the potential of that fast B. Don't forget, an AWP fired a shot up short. Electronic, though, will he get checked by Shush? Often Electronic's frag, and it is again. He's often ready for that one, time after time. Digs into the underpass position and holds it solo. Now look at the paranoia. Acor has to deal with him. He's walking into an AWP. It should be Acor's. Okay, 4v4, 28. They have to go. This is going to be a heaven smoke. And now, well, their options are so limited, it's going to have to be Monster Tunnel. Hooksy, Acor, Refresh, Roy, Boomich working on a flank, and Simple ready and waiting alongside Flamey. They need frags and they need them now. Flamey trying to deny. The smoke is good. It could enable a plant, but they still have to kill the CTs, and those are double kill. Can they get it down? Simple to contest. He needs to take down Hooksy, and he has. They've got no time. Boomich just needs to survive. The spray is wild, and NaVi take the round.
Oh dear, that was so close.
Boomich had not, like, he had to make a decision so quick.
Oh, if he got stuck on the door in the smoke or limped out a little bit too much, not quite understanding the situation, that was round for Mad Lions, and definitely take a pause after that. That got way too close for comfort. NaVi lucky to walk away with the 11th round. They've taken the lead in this one here. And that kill from Acor with Roy onto the site, what facilitated, but Simple, well, the man who always seems to have a plan. Perfect timing just there and has secured them. A very important round. Now the guns will be carried across. Mad Lions will be able to buy once more. You can see the clean sheet from NaVi here in the second half. 6 on the trot as we head into round 22. Just calming themselves after a chaotic round like that. I can only imagine what the team speak would have sounded like. Yelling at Boomich, get out of there, he can't plant. Can Mad Lions bounce back? Because some of these rounds have been very close, keeping it costly with the Deagles. You can see money hasn't buoyed out of control for NaVi just yet. 3 players operating with just over 3K, Boomich, Flamey, and Simple respectively. And then Perfecto and Electronic, well, they're a little bit worse for wear. As we get back underway. Once again, the heavy B lean from Mad Lions. Sewer control taken, Roy babysitting over towards A, and Squeaky Door being naded open. So this is the shift in the meta that we have seen in recent months. It allows them to jump, it allows them to harass a little bit more, takes away the guise of the rotations, and Flamey on the secondary AWP getting a little bit cheeky as well. Just peppering and hammering over towards the B side of things. Oh, what a nade.
Great shot. And Shush makes all the better on the promise. A double kill. Electronic now forced to watch as 22 continues. Roy meets Simple's AWP. And that was just the first, having a little look towards the toilet's position. So they are still planning to finish over on towards B. Hooksy with the bomb on his back for now.
Flamey needs one, at least.
That should be it. Pulls the trigger onto A-Core, and he's not done yet. Refresh is gone. Shush nearly. Just a narrow margin now for the Danes. They need to get that bomb in. Shush needs a clean kill. Can't find it. Boomich can't transfer, though, and so the Danes will take it all the way down to a 1v1. But Hooksy comes out on top, and we play on 11-11. And my wish is this goes all the way.
Look at the financial woes for NaVi now. You can see Electronic and Perfecto. They were the two operating with not a full bag of cash, and they won't be operating with a buy going into the next round. Mad Lions this time the one taking the pause. They're the ones who walked away with the round victory. So this is 2 curious tactical timeouts back to back. Flamey, I said he needed 1. Well, he did more than that. He actually looked like he could have been good
Give
for
me that third. Yeah, I know. It was just a little disappointing to not find Shush, but it costs him in the end. And his face, yeah, watching it transpire as you realize that could have been 1 more. It's never fun. You're like, it's good. So we're not going to say it's bad, but it could have been better.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
11-11.
They're going to force up here. So it looks like Electronic has been given an MP9 from Boomich. He might even buy a FAMAS or an MP9 of his own. But operating at a very, very low capacity will be NaVi. And this is not a shove all in. We're not quite there yet, round 23. But it's getting close. They will have to take a save if they're unable to convert or save anything to write home about after this round. Mad Lions got the kit and caboodle and everything they require. Flamey wants some info. Flamey wants a fight. He's not done just yet.
God, he really is hoping for an early man advantage. You can't blame him. When you see the buy, you see what NaVi are presenting at such a business end of this third map. And I will remind you, by the way, the stakes are pretty damn high for the European group of IEM Beijing. The winner, victor of the tournament, gets a direct invitation to the Global Challenge, which is an 8-team, $500,000 event. Into the 23rd round of play, though. NaVi already locked in for that Global Challenge. A victory for them would put Spirit into contention for it as the second highest rated team from the region. With all of that said, it's time for the doing.
Well, the smoke is landing just in time towards Monster. Are they going to disrespect it? Mad Lions think better of it, and they still have 50 seconds left, so probably the right decision. They can now retool and decide what type of execute they want to opt for here. You can see plenty of smokes, flashes, Molotovs to work with. They're actually dropping back so they're not in range of the pistols or the SMGs. But now the time is an issue, 30 seconds.
Second smoke, they're going to have to disrespect that. Flash through, yeah, perfect, but he evades it. Oh, and that's the second, perfect. Now they've got to weigh in. 20 seconds, they're going to start to move in now, and Flamey does find a little bit of respite. Just enough to get the bomb loose. Good flash, counter flash. Boomich has got completely Hooksy booked. They're rotating in. Refresh needs multi. Can't control the spray. And it's Roy trying to save the day. 7 seconds, just not enough. Acorn needs a double kill. 4 seconds, it's not enough. Electronic pulls the 12th out of the hat with 4 seconds to spare.
Another round down to a one-on-one that's just in a fray of frags.
Ow.
These are tight rounds. These are very tight rounds. Oh boy, you know, it feels like he has enough time there to make that shot, but Electronic silencing A-Core. And well, the problem for NaVi is because they've won all of these rounds in a row on the CT side, their loss bonus that they've been operating with is so low. So either way, win or lose the round, you can see that their buy, it's not ideal. MP9s again, 2 rifles, but the same can be said for Mad Lions. Lils and a Deagle. Not fantastic.
It's not dreamy. Miguel can bang. Oh, wow. They're all lining up for the MP9, and they take heavy damage from Perfecto. Boomich as well just adds pain, misery to the Danish ranks. Oh, and caught with a nade in his hands. Acor is left as Roy departs. And now a 1 versus 3. He's going to nutmeg the smoke, but they're staring at him. They smoke on top of him, and he walks into the 3. So 13 is found by NaVi, but it has been coming down to the craziest and tightest of margins. This one, a more convincing finish. 3 members of NaVi left standing at the end of that one.
MP9, pound for pound, value for money, it has to be the best gun in the game. I don't know if there's any way around it. You've seen how they're able to apply this on the CT side. Against the pistols in the early stages, they were locking down that monster tunnel. And now here against the Force Buy, those Galils, they were just destroyed again. And it was mainly the MP9s doing the work and the GG.bet odds. Well, not looking great for Mad Lions and for good reason.
I've noticed this gap. This is a very consistent gap in both of the teams' incendiaries. Like I saw Electronics slipping through Playground. It does seem like you can really take no damage from a lot of those stop mollies if you hug the left wall. Something to be monitored as time goes on. Now, there has been a smoke exchange on B, but it's not much of a conversation starter. They've basically just smoked both ends of the pipe. You can see on your minimap there.
Yeah, that smoke from the T side of things has been used in recent times as a bit of a lurk smoke, but it seems like such a risk if you know a team plays a heavy monster setup. Right now, that isn't the case for NaVi, so they will have to respect it. They even dropped a nade directly on it while Flamey found that kill onto Hooksy. And this should just be a matter of time until NaVi post up round number 14. The Scout, the Deagles, sure, they're better than nothing.
Wow, that's exactly what they needed. Shush actually caught Simple, as well as the refresh victory against Electronics. Suddenly, there's an M4, there's armor, and there could be a bomb plan. That's Acor's responsibility. Perfecto does try and contest, and Acor's taking his head off. Mad Lions trying to take this series and keep it competitive. Just when it looked like it was all NaVi's, Boomich wants to take it back, and now down to refresh. He's got the spray, gets the triple, and we see 12 for the Mad Lions. That's huge. I thought this was about to be buttoned up.
That should have been buttoned up. The fact that they dropped those frags in that fashion and their multi-kill looked good towards long for NaVi.
Let me see that Shush and Roy long kills.
That's wild that they're still poised and able to hit shots like that.
So I wondered how Hooksy missed him. He didn't come through short pipe. It was just through the sweep. He missed him completely, look.
Wait, Flamey looked at him, then looked away, then looked back. Okay.
Good catch, but this is the double, and that was the necessary one. Well played to refresh. Bearing in mind, he started with just the Deagle. Finishes it with the M4 and the triple kill.
Both times today that I've said there's no way that they win this round.
Yeah, maybe we just need to...
Simple wins the 1-on-3, and then they pull that out of their bloody hat. So this is where NaVi are in so much strife, Alex. A $1,400 loss bonus. They have to save. Like, if they force right now, this is the business end. At 11-11, I was like, yeah, okay, it's not the end of the world. But now, at this point, they have to take the save, and they only get 1,900 into the following round. Simple will be able to get himself an AWP.
Whoa, just like
going to
that.
be bottom of the barrel. Boomich will probably be back down to another MP9 as well.
What I mean, they say, you know, Counter-Strike is determined by those crucial rounds. I feel like this game could very well have been over if it wasn't for those sensational individual plays from the Danes. Now, completely equalized. This should be 13. It should, being the operative word. A spot of Boomich jumping for the info. Bomb not spotted, though, and here we go.
Come on, not again.
Simple's doing simple things, and oh no, Shush has been caught by the push. Just like that. A conservative round, and it's falling apart. Mad Lions. Our heart bleeds for them as they start to lose it. Looking good. Not too good, though. Roy has missed his shot, missed his chance, and now the round starting to dissolve in front of them. Practically a full eco. No armor. P250s, a Deagle on the high end. After all of this hard work, after the clutch, maybe Hooksy's got a way back in. He does find the first. He's trying to sell as best he can. Teammate waiting in the wings. Electronic on Optimus, Simple trying to nutmeg. Perfecto rotating in as well. Acor has not chosen to pursue the site just yet. Oh, and that's the element of surprise. Another rifle for NaVi.
Acor saves now, surely. There's no way he goes for a 1-on-4. The money situation is not great for Mad Lions either. How can he justify going for this? He's in no man's land right now.
They've even got no armor, which means nothing to him. You know, they say the kill's as hard as it would be if they did or didn't.
He's having a look.
Oh,
he had a look.
They're going to get an AWP out of that.
Oh, boy. Look, Refresh can drop one.
Oh, 3 AKs and an AWP off for an eco. Just like that, fate smiles upon them.
That's not the way this needed to go. Now, look, the money's not as bad as it could have been because they won an eco of their own, but, mate, that was Mad Lions way back into this game. That's now 14 on the board for NaVi.
I even said it. Caster's curse.
We've done it like 3 rounds today. I didn't realize we had so much power.
We do. We need to be careful with what we say, Chad. My heart breaks for them losing that eco. Like, how do you not get salty? How do you keep your calls and your focus when a round that was so guaranteed to be yours? There was the red carpet. They had the little fancy velvet rope. There was a man in a full suit letting you in the door and you just tripped over your own shoelaces.
Look how much space NaVi are giving them at this point. They definitely are respecting the Mad Lions players at this point. They're not forward. They're not looking for frags. They're just turtled up in towards their sights. And with those rifles that have been saved across, look at this buy. It is so scary. Everybody has head armor. Diffuse kits are plenty. Utility's good. They're even holding on to their smokes.
So a lurk long smoke. I wonder what that does to NaVi's defense.
They could boost over if they want to get a little bit cheeky about it. Oh, they're going to flash electronic through.
Really, look at this. Look, they're buying this. They've dropped both of their smokes on the A site, and Boomich has even rotated away. One lurk smoke, and they might be hitting B quite quickly here. The pacing of this might catch NaVi off guard. They're still operating under the potential for a flash out of that long smoke. Their smoke actually extending it to a full 30 seconds of uncertainty, and here comes the pop. It's just perfecto. Flamey's arriving as well. I like the look of this. Mad Lions need this if they want to stay competitive, or NaVi will have series point. In they go. Flash has got Flamey off the line. Flamey doesn't get his molly right. They've got so much space. They just need to profit. Trying to pull. Hold the spray. Perfecto, how are you still alive? He's using the smoke. He's wrapped around the chaos. Oh, Mad Lions, they've lost him.
Out of bullets.
3v3. A-core onto electronic. Absolute chaos in the server. The bomb's still not down. A 2v2. Boomich coming in from one side. Simple the other. And he's got eyes on the bomb. A-core finally through the Molotov. But Simple could find the shot. A miss. An uncharacteristic one. Enables the plant. Roy's holding the push. Swaps to the AK. Simple wants to hunt. He wants blood. And it's Roy that finds it. This is a game.
Oh, this is absolute chaos. These rounds are just coming down to the tiniest details.
Like if I was skyboxing this, maybe we watch Perfecto. Like he just disappeared. They lost him. You can see 3 members. He had real potential to do some serious damage. We get it from the Mad Lions POV though. Wow, okay, rock and roll.
Oh boy, that is a rough one to lose. We are really down to...
Why has Flamey got a picture of a cheetah on his wall?
I think you'll find that's a snow leopard, Alex.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's because Flamey strikes like a leopard from the shadows when he's needed. And a round like this is where Flamey's needed. 14 to 13, NaVi. They do have a 1-round lead, but if they opt to buy right here and they lose...
Maybe we should call...
Oh, no. They're
Flamey
going all in.
The leopard.
Flamey the leopard from now on?
Because he's got the best spots.
I like that. I do like that. I know you got a grin on your face like it's a cheeky little joke, but it's not terrible. We got to start giving him some nicknames. There's some timeouts will be called from either side. None left for Mad Lions now. NaVi, they're going to be using their second of the game, 2 remaining. Electronics going all in. Simple has an AWP. It's currently glass cannon. But there's a lot to talk about right now. There is a lot to talk about. These rounds have just been brawls, just absolute biffs on the site. It hasn't just
15.
been getting stopped and locked
Timer
out.
has started again. It means they're going back to war. Round 28, 3rd map, 1st series of the day. And by the way, Counter-Strike fans, including us here at the desk, do you know what you've got to look forward to after this game? Complexity Fanatic, brought to you by myself and Chad. Very, very excited to see JKS, the Australian, in none other than the Dallas Cowboys organization. It's very exciting. He's playing with a roster that I'm very excited to be talking about, but this game continues in the CTs. They've made it work with less. But it's looking like a little bit of a long presence to start us off, Chadney.
Yeah, they've actually shifted Simple over towards B with the AWP, and that's going to put so much pressure on Electronic, who once again is rooted back in the A bomb site, basically where he spawned here, just jump peeking. And you could see earlier that lurk smoke that you highlighted towards long, it was enough to cause a full rotation, a lot of utility, and he has spotted at least 2 players towards that long position. Will the rotation come through? So far, nobody's moved. His smoke's going to be dropped, but they don't have to respect this. Hooksy can push through. There's a gap. A is open.
Bye. Electronic caught out. They push in. And now Mad Lions Oh, they could have the site. Are they calling the save already?
They should. They have to. It's only 1900 loss bonus for
right.
NaVi in the next.
Just like that, a single frag has won them around. 14.
What a call.
They didn't throw the lurk smoke. They didn't get the rotate out.
And what Electronic saw, he didn't trust. He saw that they were deep, but they just continued to push forward. He didn't want to repick, knew that the AWP could pluck him from the sky. And now what they're holding on to is an MP9, a CZ, a FAMAS with a full kit of utility, and Simple on the prized AWP. There's not going to be a chase from Mad Lions. They're more than happy just to take the round here. A 1900 loss bonus coming in to the bank balance of NaVi in the following round. That's not enough to work with for Electronic. At most, he could be dropped across the FAMAS from Perfecto.
Okay.
Trouble now.
Yeah, it's brewing. It is brewing. I mean, Mad Lions, they put on quite the show in order to make this a 4-3 map series. Nuke. The map they took. NaVi's response was train. And overpass down to the final few rounds of regulation. They're piecing it together, Chad. The puzzle you've been building in your mind is now presented as reality for the NaVi squad.
I'm sure Perfecto will just buy back into another FAMAS here, but they're going to take another timeout, and this is more just to discuss what options they want to go for. They have been giving up a lot of territory over towards that A site in the last handful of rounds.
We've seen like an Aggie party peak.
Well, remember when Electronic was playing down in that connector position and he was finding a couple of frags? After Shush had that, what felt like a heat-seeking grenade on that barrel kill and then followed up in connector onto Electronic, they started to taper back from that approach. But at this point of the game, this is when you look to Simple. Is he frustrated with how things are going? Is he going to take a risk on his own accord? Are they going to set him up for a frag? Or do they want to take a fight? Like that you've mentioned, there's been quite the pack-rolly decisions coming out from Mad Lions. Heavy over towards B, heavy over towards long.
It's going to be a real big test of some of these individuals as well. This is uncharted waters for some of the individuals of the Mad Lions. The level of pressure, the level of scrutiny you're under, and just the level of competition. NaVi, Tier 1 opposition. Mad Lions looking for their first victory against a Tier 1 event, opposition as this 5.
Simple at B again, and no pressure at A from NaVi. Just all on Electronic.
Boom, boom, boom. Triple nades, no one home.
They're really set on this B site, but I think NaVi are missing a piece of the puzzle. Maybe they're trying to read around ahead and see what Mad Lions are going to run on in with. But what they've been losing to is lack of information on some of these rounds. Having not enough pieces where they need them, and they've gambled on the B site. In rotation will be Flamey. You can see him over towards that heaven position ready to help out Electronic when he needs it. But there's a massive gap towards A right now, and that's the bathrooms. This is on a timer. We have 1 minute and 5 left on the clock. Electronic has to leave long. He has to respect the fact that there could have been a push through.
Okay, Acor. Very important frag here if he does get the opportunity. He's been smoked off. He actually tries a pot shot. Go on!
Oh my God.
Oh, it was so close. And a wallbang actually hits him. He's tagged Electronic. So close to finding the frag. Roy hoping Electronic gets a bit pushy. I hope he's done his pre-fires. Electronic's opting for an off angle. Doesn't want to be in that pre-fireable corner. And that's still
Simple left
Roy.
B. It's going to be B.
You're right, he's rotated in. That presence alone, the AWP shots, Roy's frag. It's pulled a 2-2 split out of the CTs. Boomich and Perfecto. FAMAS, MP9. Fortunately, the star will arrive, but here comes the push. An MP9, it's not ideal and does get traded. Acor, T-side AWPing, but that's a big frag from Perfecto. Simple caught out by Acor. They've got the 15th now.
10 seconds.
They just have to plant. It can't be contested. Roy can stop the hunt, and that's 15. Mad Lions have series point.
Yeah, and they haven't been doing that,
No.
right? They've just kind of been sitting back towards that B site, waiting for Mad Lions to run in through that monster tunnel, which, look, it's worked for them in several rounds, but I think a risk at this point of the game needs to be taken, and NaVi finally pushing forward up towards A, towards Connector, Electronic, and Simple. They need to find an opening pick, because right now they have no idea where Mad Lions is. Every single round, Mad Lions have been able to corral themselves across the map as a pack. They've almost been rocking in the 3 or 4 man wolf packs time and time again, and then pounce as a unit. They don't get flustered. They're not running around like headless chooks. And now utility back towards the A site.
They're throwing that
bathrooms
from all the way back at T-spawn. They really are selling this.
Well, they need to be diligent about the way they clear. And notice how NaVi are forward in this round. Well, they have information. We see the smoke, we see the flashes, but we haven't seen any contact. That information is great, but once again, Mad Lions haven't shown any indication of where they want to finish. The bomb in the middle of the pack hasn't been spotted. They can't cheat a rotation. They can't even find a frag right now, NaVi. No one's close enough.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of information being conveyed here by Roy. Takes up the long. They've been flashing, trying to make it look like there's many more there, and they are starting to actually join them. They throw util set B. It's been very much a little bit of everything. Column A, column B. I'm getting nervous about the time, Chad. You know, when it's such a crucial round, sometimes decision-making takes a little longer.
Simple just rotated back towards the site, so he's not close to help either of his A defenders.
Need this cleanly. Oh, and Boomich has got it. Starting to hear the tingles of overtime. Shush has gone down as well. Finally a trade. Okay, Refresh needed that. Hooksy's luck is gone, and they have to plant with 18 seconds left. This is chaos. Already charging into a stacked site, up against 3. Simple waiting in the wings on the site. It was supposed to be Mad Lions. It was supposed to be clean and easy. He needs a plant. He hasn't got the time. They haven't got the resources. We're off to overtime. My goodness, of course. MR3 is on the way.